he's going to be a good impact player for the Sixers. They basically, not basically, but they drafted another Maxey, a guy who can come in, score the basketball, move the ball, get to the basket, and be a good guard for them. And I like the pick when they made it. And so I knew I was adding that into one of their pieces, their key additions. So I think them having him, they can pair him with Maxey. They can have him as a nice player off the bench to give them consistent offense. I think it really helps them, but they have to be healthy. That's their main problem. They have to be healthy. They have to get chemistry together, and they have to start winning some games.
Do you think because it's interesting you say they got another Maxey. I honestly was thinking about it opposite. I was thinking of him like a Desmond Bain type of guy to
Okay.
Tyrese Maxey's Ja Morant. Because one thing people kind of misconstrue with Jared McCain, he's not a little guard, bro. Like he's flimsy off the court with all these little antics. But on the court, he's a bigger guard, bro. He's kind of big. Like his arms are kind of long. He's kind of stocky. He can guard twos once he learns how to play NBA level defense. And Tyrese Maxey is huge in terms of being a guard. So that's not a small backcourt, even though they're short, if that makes sense. So
yeah,
I don't think it'll necessarily be problems that they can play together. And I think for what Tyrese Maxey does well, and the crazy thing is Tyrese Maxey not only like Ja Morant can get to the basket and be electric getting to the rim, he can actually shoot too. And Jared McCain, like Desmond Bain, he can shoot, drive a little bit, play make a little bit, and he can actually physically keep up with twos and ones if need be. So I think this has been a blessing in disguise. He's my rookie of the year favorite right now. I honestly think he's going to run away with it, to be honest, because even with Paul George and Joel Embiid, it's clear Jared McCain is here to stay, and he's already a top 4 player for them. So my thing is, how do you think it'll work with these 4 guys now? Is he's clear a top 4 player for them?
Is he a top 4 player for them? He should be. Yes. You may want to pay your respects, I guess, to Kelly Oubre or Martin or whatever, but I mean, you really probably just rolling with Jared McCain at this point as your 4th option because he can put the ball in the basket more consistently and do more things for you in that way. As far as pairing up with him, so you now have a guard on the court at all times, basically, that can is a threat to score, and you also have someone who can also feed the ball to Embiid at all times. I mean, you have that with Paul George, and then you also have that dynamic wing score with Paul George. Then someone who can play off the ball as well with Paul George if he wants to do all the ball handling, and you can be an off guard shooting threat. So that's, in my respects, to them having that as a pair is really nice for them. And then, like you said, those guys can defend. They have the tools to be good defenders as well. So you have that in your backcourt, and then when you have the offensive firepower of a Paul George and Joel Embiid, you pair that with a nice backcourt duo, you have a lot of good pieces in place.
Do you think Paul George and Joel Embiid, because I'm not going to lie, Paul George kind of seems like he's going to get in the way now. And Joel Embiid kind of seems like I just don't know what to do with him. Paul George just has not been having a good season, whether he's been playing or whether he's been injured. He just hasn't looked good this year. I think he's probably gonna have 1 good game, 2 good games. He ain't look good.
He ain't look good, but I'm not gonna write him off just yet. He needs time to get his feet wet and get used to being in Philadelphia and playing with Joel Embiid as well. Kind of saw that with James Harden when he first got over there. You're going to see that for a little bit. It's a different playing with, a dominant big. I don't think really Paul George has really played with a dominant big his entire career. So it's a little different.
Do you have time to figure it out? Like we said, they're 14th in the East. Do you got time for this?
You do because you're in the East.
Just put the ball in his hands, play through him and McCain. And if Embiid does something, he does. If he don't, he don't. I feel like you damn near going to have to get out this backcourt way, bro. And it's like Paul George it sounds crazy to say Paul George and Joel Embiid got to get in where they fit in, but it's kind of like riding a hot hand. Like Maxey and McCain are young. Let them do what they do in the regular season. I can't wait till Maxey get back because I think that's when it'll go to another level because now you have two dynamic guards. It'll damn near be like
Yes.
Mitchell and Garland, Morant and Bain. I feel like it could be that type of two-way dynamic. I think Jared McCain is real. And I just think
Yeah.
Paul George got to get in where he fit in, bro.
We got Mitchell and Garland, but then you also have Joel Embiid and Paul George. How look at that? What would that look like for Cleveland? That's crazy. So if they on paper, and if they figure everything out, it's a crazy team that can get a lot of good things, make a lot of positive things happen. I do think they need more size, the team in general, because if Embiid is going to be out, so with Embiid being out, you
Kevin Drummond.
now Drummond will be your starter, right? But then who else is after him when Embiid's out? So that's where I'm saying and he's missing a lot of games in general anyway. So
I like the role, guys. I think you just can't win without Maxey. I don't know. I really don't have no more faith in Joel Embiid being Joel Embiid and Paul George being Paul George. I think Joel Embiid is. Do you think Joel Embiid can be back to MVP form? Basically, what I'm asking. And how good can Paul George be? What are those two guys' ceilings? Like as good as they can be this year, can they get back to their future glory selves? That's basically the question. They ain't look good.
I don't think Embiid. I think if Embiid gets back to quote unquote MVP level, it's gonna be towards the middle of the season, towards the back half of the season, which may be good for them going into the playoffs. Paul George, it's a matter of, are they going to make Paul George be the focal point of the team because Embiid is struggling, or are they going to and say, Paul George, we may need you to carry a little bit more, or are they going to focus on getting Joel Embiid up to speed and letting Paul George figure out how to play off of that?
Chris, I think Paul George needs to take a step back. Like right now, he's stinking it up right now. He's 4 for 11 right now, 1 for 6 from 3, and he's already took more shots than Jared McCain and Joel Embiid. I think that is going to be the problem. When Maxey comes back, I want him taking the most of the shots. I want Jared McCain possibly taking the third most shots. If Embiid is right, he gets the second most shots. And then Jared McCain gets third most shots. Maybe Paul George, you gonna have to probably play 4. You probably thought you came here to play 3, but the emergence of McCain, maybe you gotta play 4. And you're shooting like a 4. He damn near looking like Tobias Harris.
Man, I ain't finna tell Paul George to chill out over a rookie right now.
Man, if this rookie, he's Jared McCain right now, 6 for 10 from the field, 3 for 6 from threes, 15 points, 3 assists, 2 rebounds.
Hey man, yeah. I knew Jared McCain was going to be a good player. I didn't know how consistently and how long it would take for him to be consistent with it, But
he
I guess
best player last year, and they made it to Elite 8.
Yeah,
like he's proven that no matter where he's at, when he comes in, he's going to be really good at basketball, and not just basketball, it's winning basketball. Like at Centennial, he's on a winning team in high school. He went to Duke, was a number 1 guy eventually, and it was like reluctantly he became Duke's number 1 guy, and they made it to an Elite 8. Now he's doing it in the NBA. We thought he was going to be good, but now he's proven he's good, and he's going to keep it on. I don't think it's no shame in Paul George. Like, man, let's let the young boys hoop. Like, you all on your podcast, you got other stuff going anyway. You got your money. You came to win. If you taking a step back even further, because you already came to take a step back. He literally came to be a 3, but maybe you're a 4. But that gives us an even better chance. If McCain emerging as a 3 might be a good thing. Because Paul George ain't it. I'm just saying. I might sound crazy for seeing Paul George lose his option status to a rookie, but Jared McCain been cooking, bro.
Yeah, we will see how this holds up over the season. Yeah, I don't blame you for saying that right now because he's been playing well. But you think he's a lock for Rookie of the Year?
I don't even think nobody. I can't even think of nobody else. Like, I don't think Dalton Connect's go get the minutes. He did get some minutes the other day. I think he had like 27.
He started.
So if he gets the minutes, is an argument. But Zach Edey's not really getting the minutes. Donovan Clingan started the other day and he looked good. But I don't know if he's going to get the minutes because you still have Aiden. And then the same thing with Dawson Connect. You still have Reeves. You still have D-Lo. You still have Gabe Vincent, those guys. Philly ain't nobody better than him. And I like Philly. I like Philly's role guys in terms of their role players. Like Kyle Lowry, he doesn't do too much, but Kyle Lowry, he go make, I like Yabusele. I like KJ Martin. I like Kelly Oubre. But ain't none of them taking Jared McCain minutes. Like Jared McCain, I think he's been established himself. These minutes are his. This third to fourth option status is his. So I think he's rookie of the year. Nobody else I get that. Lisa Shea starting, but not he's all right.
No, I get that. I just think if Dalton Connect starts, he has started recently. I think he can. I think he can challenge if he gets enough minutes and he produces consistently. But definitely got McCain ahead of him right now. It's going to take a lot.
McCain, Edey, Connect, Clingan, and Reese Shea, it's all gonna come down to minutes. They all even Reed Shepherd. It all comes down to minutes. But most of these guys, unlike most rookies, aren't getting enough minutes.
That man, Alex, sorry, ain't even in your radar, huh?
Oh damn! But no, sorry. No offense. No offense, bro. He does some good stuff that I like sometimes, but he's not polished enough, bro.
Found some shit I love to do, so I can look comfortable. Searching for a peace of mind, need that when it's time to rhyme. Perfect in every line, any chance I get, and I know it takes time, but I will never quit.